They've never been out there to get their teeth kicked in by a customer saying, get out of my house, you sweaty roofer, or air conditioning, or electrical, or plumbing, or generators. It doesn't even matter what the asset class is. That when you guys actually have gone out and tested other tools out in the marketplace and said, man, if we only had this, and if we only had this, and if I had this, I'd use it this way.
Yeah,
So
we did an episode.
something out of necessity because you actually use it as a tool. It's like building your own toolbox, but your ultimate tools for the roofing job or the air conditioning job, right? So it's really neat that you built a tool that came out of really doing the work, not just some college kids with some, goofy headsets on and a computer thinking of theory.
If you're having a weekly meeting with like an MVP type of situation, that's not what AJ and I've been doing for the past 3+ years.
Yeah.
We've been having thousands of hours of conversation of how to do this and how to do that and what to do this and how to make the automation effective and what part of the process makes sense. And then a couple of weeks ago, we did an interview with my Athens area owner who worked for me before we had Proline. So he has a very unique perspective. He's using another major, huge CRM in the roofing space. And he's like, he said exactly what you just said. He said, I wish it was doing all these things. And then he just started working last June. He started again. And he's like, you're doing all the things now. You're doing all the things that we wanted to do 5 years ago.
Yep.
And it's like, that's the point. That's exactly why we made
I love it. That's awesome, man. Awesome.
So, well, I don't want to. We're going down some awesome rabbit holes.
We just started the podcast and we're half an hour in of awesome conversation.
It's great. I want to make sure we talk about Improvifi though, because that's I want to flesh that out. I want to learn more, and then I'm sure all of our listeners want to learn more as well. So can you? And I know you have some NDAs and stuff like that you got to walk around, but what was the motivator for starting Improvifi? What is your vision? And I guess, what is it that you woke up in the morning and said, this needs to exist? Can you walk me through that?
So easy to answer. So I've been in the finance space for over 25 years, started in roofing in 91, built custom homes in 87. I know I'm dating myself, and got into finance in 1993. And the majority of let's take the last 10 years to really just bring us up to nowadays, right?
Sounds good.
I've worked for lending institutions. I worked for banks, real lenders, prime lenders. Like you're there and you've got their programs to offer and only their programs to offer. So the moment that you're working for that lending institution, they're all great, by the way. I've got nothing bad to say about any of the experiences or lenders that I've worked with. Nothing bad to say about any of them. They're all good in their own ways, right? Just like what you guys have explained here today. Here's the problem. I couldn't help that person, that person, that person, that person, that person. And I'm like, I want to help all of them guys. I can't because I only have this product menu to sell. So I'm selling super prime over here. And this guy's got a 679. And I only go to 680. But I want to help him because I love John, the contractor, and I want his customer to get helped. So the concept and thought in the process of Improvifi was to have a multi-lending platform that could help more homeowners and more contractors with one soft credit pull at the point of sale. Very simple, right? Remember the lending tree from the mortgage side of the world?
Yeah.
Pretty much the same concept. So the technology is the same, is that we have multiple lenders from super prime to subprime on one platform with one soft credit pull. So at the point of sale, you could take one application and the customer's app goes through the algorithm in the tool to kick them the best program pricing and product and approval. Boom, you're good. So leaving the banking world in one way or another, I said, well, geez, how do I do this? And then this is where the whole idea of Improvifi, the name was like, I don't know, just what we do. We name shit like Google and everything else. Like we just come up with funky names. So I was like improvement, finance, Improvifi, combined together. So I came up with a name. But here's the solutions. We have consumer direct, and I'll explain what these are at the end for the listeners. Indirect lending, also known as merchant lending, and secured lending. Those are three things, right? Those are the three things.